So, today is a great day.
It is a great day.
It is a great day. Hello, world. We're starting it up here early. It's early.
Early. It's Morning Brews in the morning.
Yeah, I think I harassed Andy enough, just enough to get him to show up today.
Yeah, I was gonna go brew in Solon, but you and Rob persuaded me to hang out for a little Morning Brews, and I'll head up there and start brewing in a little bit.
Sure, he really wanted to pursue the art today. Is that what you wanted to do?
It's just fun to get into
Fun
a
to
brew
make some
up
beer.
there. Solon's
awesome.
always a good time.
Well, I'm happy you're here, man. Thanks.
Glad to be here.
We're coming to you live from the brewery, Iowa City. We are excited to be speaking with you on this fine morning, or whenever Rob puts this video out. We're pumped up. We're doing our first mix pack, and we want to tell everybody about it. We rolled in a new beer. We bring back an old beer, and we got kind of like, in my opinion, the perfect holiday mix.
Yeah, it's a fun little mix-up of several different beer styles.
Yep. And you know, we do it at Big Grove. Sometimes we do it really well, and we're really far ahead, and sometimes we're really, really close. Well, this is one of the ones we're really, really close on.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of work went into the art for the 12-pack, and the beer's ready. We're ready for you guys. Give us the cartons, and we'll fill them up.
So cartons are on order. They're showing up like what, tomorrow or something?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the cartons are coming in, and worked a long time because this mix pack's just a whole new game. Never really done it before besides Squeeze. So this is our first beer mix pack. Well, besides Hopocalypse, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be our first mixed 12-pack for sure. And,
yeah.
And you know, we brought in a new machine over the summer that allows us to do variety packing, and it's still a pretty involved process for the brew team to make it happen. And usually we lean on the rest of the departments to pitch in and help us do variety packing as well.
Put the cans on the conveyor belt.
Yeah,
it's still kind of by hand.
It is. You're feeding each flavor into the machine, so you're feeding 4 different flavors in at once, and then the conveyor brings them in and stuffs them in a 12-pack for you.
Okay, think fast. For best holiday movie, go.
Die Hard?
Yes. Yeah, how'd you do that? That was amazing.
I was just ready.
You just blew my mind. Second best.
You know, Elf is really solid.
Oh my gosh. Total fail. All right.
What's the second best?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh yeah, that's not.
It's a great holiday classic. Family favorite of the Swifts.
Okay. Yeah.
And also just an iconic holiday movie. I think it ranks #1 on all the websites. But you know, coming into the holidays here, I think I always kind of lean into gathering and being together, and we wanted to do something that would kind of signify that. So we put together kind of a holiday mix pack, and you guys made some amazing beers, and I think everybody's just kind of making it happen. So we don't have it here, so we thought we'd bring you kind of like what happens in the back. This is what happens. So as Rob would say, how the sausage is made, we have what the actual art will look like. So if you were to zoom in, we could probably do a rendering of some sort, but kind of riffing on It's a Wonderful Life. And then we made a new beer. It's called Black and White TV, which would be a play on color TV and HD TV. Obviously, it's a black and white movie. It's a classic. My father loved the movie, and I just thought this would be a way to kind of celebrate the moment and utilize all the skills of the brewery, but then also kind of having a pack you could take to an event or a gathering. And you don't have to have one type of beer. You can have 4 different kinds of beer, and I think that's huge.
Yeah, a little something for everybody, or a few different styles for a few people. I mean, yeah, should cover all the bases. All
right, Andy, let's just run through them really quick. So what are the beers in the pack?
So we got 1939 is our amber ale, a little over 5%, just malty, smooth, great fall beer, a great year-round beer, honestly.
Dare I say the dad beer?
It's a good dad beer.
Okay, yeah. Cool. All right, I like it.
So, and then we're on to Black and White TV. This is a new one that we've never released before, but Hazy IPA, kind of built in that same framework as your color TV and your HD TV.
This is the first time I'm going to try it. Yeah, I'm excited.
And then Easy Eddy is our staple, our flagship Hazy IPA.
Yep.
Mosaic and Simcoe.
The #1 stunner.
Stunner.
Yep.
And then we've got Passion Project, which is a fruited sour that we've not made for, I think it's been 2 years almost, but it was a favorite. It was a little more on the tart side than some of our other sours, but the passion fruit really pops.
Good food beers too.
Yeah.
All these beers work well for food and kind of can enhance the food experience, which I think is cool too. So, you know, don't have to just drink them at family gatherings, but I tell you what, if you want to impress your friends and your family, pick up one of these. It's going to be awesome. But we're going to try HDTV today. And maybe another beer if we have time. I don't want to push this too far. Rob said 4 minutes. I'm probably already at 4:40. So
probably just over. Yeah. But yeah, we'll get into some Black and White.
Yeah, these are going to start hitting. I think the middle of November in the stores, the 15th, somewhere around there. And
yeah, I think we're hoping to fill them up next week and then get them over to distributors and then out the door.
So yeah, statewide. Hope you guys can pick one up and enjoy it. Let's try a new beer. So HTTV, Black and White TV. This beer is how much percent? Where are we at?
We're just over 8, so I think it's sneaking up on 8.4.
Okay.
But kind of, playing off of the name, the Black and White TV, so we simplified the grain bill a little bit. It's just kind of 2 malts in there.
Okay.
Really wanted a simple profile for the hops to pop off of. Mm-hmm. And we got our hands on a cool opportunity from Crosby Hops. They have a New Zealand hop blend that's got 4 different hops in it. And it's a really interesting blend.
Super different than what we've done.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's fun. It's that New Zealand, those Australian hops have this real different character to them, and it can be hard to even put words on it for me sometimes. But you just get some really different character to it.
Yeah, so where Eddy and maybe Color TV is more tropical and poppy and orange and pineapple, this is going a totally different direction.
Yeah,
and to be clear, the only place on planet Earth, well, I guess in a can, you can get this beer is going to be in the mix pack.
Yeah.
There's no other 6-packs or anything available. So if you want this beer, it's got to be from there.
But yeah,
I mean, for me, it's it's a different experience. It's almost like you're kind of smelling I don't want to say earth, It's kind of like an earthy kind of vibe to it, but in a very vibrant and it kind of almost zesty way. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I sound ridiculous, but that's my initial takeaway is this is from the earth, and it's just but it's right. It's not dark like that.
I get some guava too out of it. Just some of those more.
Yeah, for sure.
Passion fruit, a little bit of that.
Dude, this is great. I literally have never tried this beer. This is fantastic.
But yeah, there's Nelson's Salvin in there.
Yeah.
Rawaka, Motueka, and then there's a new one that we've not used much that's called Pacific Sunrise.
Dude, this is great.
But just a really cool blend, and yeah, it's a unique character. I dig it.
Our buddies at TG used to make a Nelson beer, and that was the first time I got exposed to Nelson.
Yeah.
And then that was part of my journey and hops,
Nelson's
learning about
just,
it.
Yeah, such a unique hop, and several of these are, so it's really cool to put them together. And this one, it's got a lot of layers to it.
I don't remember the last time we put out a New Zealand hop beer.
It's been a little while, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're lost in darkness on Black and White TV, but this beer is freaking phenomenal. Let's get it right off the
It's
charts.
fun.
This is so good. Okay. Well, we just quit there. That's it.
Rob,
It's so good, dude.
Double up the time or what?
It's so good. There's more over there. You guys should just start drinking this. It's so good. This is literally was world class.
It's great, man. I'm enjoying it.
Why is it so good? What did you do different?
I mean, I think the team back there is, we've got the hazy profile, we've got some pretty good angles on it, and so we've always got a good starting point. And then when you get some great hops with some really cool character, it comes together for you.
All right, so let's think. You go home. Who's drinking the sour beer in your house?
I think my wife would probably snag that, or my mom actually. If we're at Thanksgiving, my mom likes a lot of our sour beers, so she would grab that. My brother and I would definitely eat up these two, and then my dad would absolutely be all over the 1939.
So you are the stereotypical mixed pack family.
That's
fantastic. Again, we're celebrating a lot of Iowa history in 1939. That beer is picking up a ton of steam. It's fantastic. It's an amber ale. It's rich, but it's really easy drinking. If you're scared of dark beer, I wouldn't be scared on this one. It doesn't have a weighty profile. It's still got a lot of flavor though, which I appreciate about the bear.
Yeah, it's very drinkable.
Kind of walking through the rest of them. I mean, Easy Eddy. If you don't know about Easy Eddy, come to the brewery, I'll buy you a beer. Like it's the number one selling IPA in Iowa. It kicks butt everywhere. It is fantastic. It's our number one selling beer by far. And then Passion Project, which is just, again, a passion fruit sour. So
yeah, so
something for everybody.
We kettle sour it and then add a bunch of fruit. We got passion fruit. We got plum in there. So it's a dynamic beer.
Well, I think we're running close on time, but I wanted to try this beer. I wanted to try this beer today, and you got me because you did a really good job. You got me. Cheers to the team. Cheers to everybody out there. Hope everybody's having a great holiday. Let's see a Hawk W this Saturday.
Absolutely.
Geez, we need a Hawk W.
I feel it. They're gonna bring it.
They're gonna bring the fire.
Yeah,
they're due. And thanks for everybody. It's been a fabulous year, and we still got a couple months left, but we're very thankful, and we appreciate everybody for being a part of the Big Girl family. And continue to support us and everybody that works here in our entire community. So cheers to you all. And man, I might just sit here for a while. So this is going to be a great day.
Got to finish your beer, right?
Cheers. Thanks, Andy. Bye. Okay, so just adding a little more color to the
black and white.
To the black and white. So this is going to be the extra credit version here, but I just thought for those that are interested in beer and hops and how we make great IPAs, which this is, like I said, freaking believable. I would like, Andy, can you just give me like, there's different ways to experience our beers, and there's different ways to experience hops.
Yeah.
This is just a complete 180 from what we normally do, but the mouthfeel and the beer itself is similar, but the aromatics and the flavors are different. So
yeah,
this is like a different way for people to experience hops that they might not be used to. Like if they had an Eddy next to this, that would be a great way to have two different experiences.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we frequently build to like a citrus profile where we're really driving tropical citrus, like fruit, very fruit forward. And so we often use, you know, Citra, Mosaic, Simcoe to do that. But here we just kind of moved completely away from those hops and went straight on New Zealand.
Yeah.
And so it's a very different profile. But, you know, a lot of these hazies, it's a lot about mouthfeel. So we went focusing on that and stripped it down and just like, all right, base malt and then a couple for mouthfeel and built that side of it up.
What would you give advice to maybe the amateur drinker who's having these first experiences with hops? They're starting to drink Easy Eddy. Like, I mean, not everybody, but a lot of people have Easy Eddy in their fridge, right? It's a staple kind of beer right now. And they're gonna try they're gonna venture into other things,
sure.
Other products that we make or other breweries make. What should they be looking for? What should they try to meet? Like my experience through this is completely different than my experience with like a Color TV or an Eddy. So what would your advice be on how to maybe approach that?
I think what would be the most fun is, you know, pour it in a glass, one.
Okay.
But I would grab a can of Eddy and a can of black and white and maybe a couple friends and pour them in a glass and just like literally have them side by side.
Right.
Because that's really fun. Because sometimes when, you know, just on its own, you don't necessarily pick out how different it is.
Right.
But if you put them side by side and you're really getting into both of them, it'll be really interesting.
Yeah, and like for me, maybe I'm just more awake today, or maybe I'm just smelling better. Sometimes you have days where you smell better. I don't know how to explain that, but like today, I'm really picking up on the differences, and I think that would be a really interesting experience for customers and people that are part of the family and they want to learn more about hops. So you have a completely different thing going on here. You have tropical with Eddy, right? Tropical pineapple heavy, right?
Yeah.
And this Mosaic and Simcoe hops. And then in this beer, we're featuring all New Zealand blends plus Pacific Sunrise, which is New Zealand.
It is, yeah. It's
so all New Zealand.
Yeah, it's all New Zealand.
And this is going to be much more earthy, more. I don't want to say the word vegetable because it doesn't feel like the right word, but like it's like a fruity, earthy kind of thing that's going on.
Yeah, there's like a white wine. There's there's
it's more terroir.
Yeah,
that's the word I'm looking for. And I think
like a wine character almost. But
so if you do go out there and try this pack out, like number one, your family will love you, but number two, like this is going to be a different way to have beer.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just thought this is like extra credit because if you've stayed this long, you've stayed too long. And I thank you for your time, and I do cherish it. But
Abby and Rob actually left. They couldn't.
Yeah, they're sitting on the side like, what is Matt doing? But I do think that there's something here about in the beer education side that somebody could really learn.
Yeah, this is a really cool opportunity to do it too, because I know sometimes people, you know, some styles they maybe just don't go for because they're like, oh, I don't like sours or you know, I don't like amber ales. And I think this pack offers an opportunity to kind of dabble a little bit and check it out. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I thank you. I just thought if you're into hops and you're learning or you just like really cool beers, this is a great pack. But like also, I'm not even trying to sell you a pack of beer. I'm trying to tell you about these ingredients matter, and Andy and his team are putting a ton of time and effort into the ingredients that are going into this beer and these beers. And this is a hell of an experience. So thanks again, man.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm still drinking your beer.
Cheers.
So cheers, man. Have a great day.